Hello students, I am Himanshu Deka of Assam Downtown University of Faculty of Pharmaceutical Science. As I have already discussed in my previous video, what is manufacturing of drugs and cosmetics under the Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940. So I have given a brief introduction to the manufacturing of drugs. So next is manufacturing of drugs other than Schedule C and C1. Application for grant of license or renewal of license in made in Form 24. As I have already discussed in my previous videos that there are defined forms are present in Drugs and Cosmetics Act, and each form have specific purposes. So for application for manufacturing C and C1, the Form 24 is given. The license is issued by the licensing authority in Form 25. Condition for grant of license for manufacturing of drugs other than C and C1. Number one is competent staff. The competent staff means the personnel requirement for manufacturing of drugs and cosmetic drugs that comes under that are other than C and C1. That is, first one is a graduate in pharmacy or in pharmaceutical chemistry with a minimum of 18 months of experience after graduation. The duration may be reduced by 6 months if the applicant has undergone training during the graduation. So if we went for industrial training during graduation period, then after completion of the graduation degree, we are able to join the manufacturing industry. A graduate in science with chemistry as a principal subject and with 3 years of manufacturing experience after graduation. A graduate in chemical engineering or chemical technology or medicine with 3 years of manufacturing experience after graduation or holding equivalent foreign qualification. So these are the requirements for a competent staff or for a personnel that can work in a manufacturing industry as manufacturing officers. Second one is second condition for license is factory premises. Factory premises should be according Schedule M of the Drugs and Cosmetic Act. Next point number 3 is separate facilities for analysis of raw materials and finished formulation. So in pharmaceutical industry, there need to be a separate facilities for analysis of raw materials like the APIs and the other kind of ingredients or inactive constituent that is required for formulation of any drugs and cosmetics. And after formulation is or manufacturing is complete, there need to be a separate quality control facility for analysis of the finished formulation. Then fourth point is there should be adequate arrangement of storage of raw materials and finished product. So in the manufacturing premises or in the manufacturing industry, there need to be proper storage separately for the raw material as well as for the packaging material as well as for the finished product. There should be separate storage facility with as required temperature condition. All the manufacturer should store the raw materials and finished products. Fifth point is while applying for license to manufacture patent or proprietary medicine, it is required to submit evidence justifying therapeutic claims of the product, its stability and safety. So after discovering of any new product or after formulation of a new product or new drug moiety, all the data related to stability and its efficacy and safety needed to be submitted to the licensing authority to get a license for manufacturer. Next is manufacture of drugs under Schedule C, C1 and drugs specified in Schedule C, C1 and X. Application for grant or renewal of license is made for Schedule C and C1 drugs in Form 27. And for Schedule C, C1 and X in Form 27B, the license is issued in Form 28 for manufacturer of Schedule C and C1 drugs, and for Schedule C, C1 and X in Form 28B. Condition for grant of license for drugs manufacturing under Schedule C, C1 and X. The conditions stipulated in Schedule M should be met with. The requirement of space, plant equipment, etc. should be as per Schedule M. So as per GMP requirement, all the manufacturing industry should be designed, and all the storage facilities should be designed, and all the manpower flow, materials flow, all other things as required as required mentioned in GMP should be followed. The testing strength or quality strength of the manufacturing unit should be assessed. There should be a qualified independent head for analytical wing, including for analysis of Schedule C and C1 drugs. For suppose one industry is manufacturing drugs of Schedule C and C1 drugs, and also those does not include in Schedule C and C1. So there should be a separate head for the analysis of Schedule C and C1 drugs. The third point is that the competent technical person should be available with one of the following qualification. So for manufacturing of Schedule C, C1 and X, the staff should have the following qualification. A graduate in pharmacy or pharmaceutical chemistry with 18 months of experience after graduation in manufacturing of drugs to which license applies. 6 months of mandatory training after graduation can form part of this local training. Total training of 18 months. Next qualification is a graduate in science with chemistry or microbiology as major subject with minimum of 3 years of experience after graduation in the manufacture of drugs to which the license applies. Or third qualification is a foreign equivalent qualification or an expert in manufacturing. Fourth point is there should be facilities available for storage of drugs. Sufficient precautions should be taken for preserving the properties of manufactured drugs. For C and C1 drugs are mainly biological drugs, so they need to be stored at specific temperature and humidity condition. So there should be proper storage facility available after a storage facility available for raw material as well as finished product. Records of manufacturing should be maintained as per Schedule U. Records of test, analysis and examination and batch-wise records are required to be maintained. All records should be kept for a period of 2 years from the date of expiry of drugs. So, if the drugs is expired after 3 years of manufacturing, it should be kept for at least 5 years. In other cases, there is no expiry date. The records should be kept for at least 5 years from the date of manufacturing. There need to be a separate archive for storage of all the analytical record as well as the manufacturing record for every batch of drugs needed to be stored in the manufacturing facility. Sixth point is the manufacturer should allow the inspector or the representative of controlling authority and the licensing authority to visit the manufacturing premises with or without notice. A government inspector or any other concerning authority may visit to the manufacturing industry for inspection with or without notice. 7th point is the manufacturer should report to the licensing authority any changes in staff or any material changes. So it should be documented and needed to be submitted to the concerning authority. So these are the some process of manufacturing of drugs in pharmaceutical manufacturing industry. Thank you.